Elect, listen gently. You did not arrive here by accident, and you are not hearing this message by chance. Something within you was guided, protected, and led to this very moment. You are at the right place, at the right time, breathing the exact words your soul has been waiting to remember. Allow yourself to feel safe now. Beloved elect, before we go any further, I invite you, with love and intention, to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell. Not as a habit, but as a spiritual decision. Staying connected ensures that when guidance is released, when prayers are spoken, when light is shared, you will not miss what was prepared for you. This connection is a doorway, not a demand. I also ask you from the heart to share this message with someone close to you, someone you love, someone who may be silent, tired, or searching. Sharing is an act of protection, an extension of compassion, and sometimes the answer to a prayer they have not spoken aloud. What reaches you is meant to ripple outward. Now elect, take a moment and leave a comment. It does not need to be perfect. A word, a simple "I am ready" is enough. This is not for visibility, but for preparation. When you comment, you signal your willingness, your presence, your consent to receive what is coming through this prayer. Understand this clearly. This prayer carries weight. It carries alignment, comfort, and awakening. You are not here to be entertained. You are here because your soul is ready for a new phase. And this moment was arranged to meet that readiness. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. As we continue, stay as focused as you can. Let distractions fall away gently. Listen not only with your ears, but with your inner awareness. And if your body is tired, if your eyes feel heavy, you are allowed to rest. You may let this prayer play as you sleep. These words are peaceful, safe, and intentional. They will meet you where you are. Breathe slowly now, elect. Settle in. What begins here is sacred, protective, and guided. You are supported, you are seen, and you are about to recognize the signs your soul has been whispering all along. Remain present, elect, and allow your breath to anchor you in this space. Nothing is required of you except openness. You do not need to understand everything now. You only need to receive. The path ahead will reveal itself step by step, gently and clearly. For now, be here, be held, be willing. The sacred work begins with listening, and you have already said yes by staying. Trust that this stillness is preparing you for movement, clarity, and renewal beyond what you imagined. You are safe to begin, and nothing essential will be lost as you change. This moment honors who you were and welcomes who you are becoming. Stay open and receive with trust. Divine source of life, wisdom, and unseen order, we come before you now in humility and trust. We acknowledge your presence in this moment, present beyond time, beyond distance. Present wherever the elect are listening. Let this space be consecrated. Let this moment be set apart. Let nothing that does not serve truth, peace, and healing have permission to remain. I ask now for spiritual covering over every elect under the sound of this prayer. Cover their mind with clarity. Guard their thoughts from confusion, fear, and intrusive weight. Let peace settle gently where worry once lived. Cover their heart with calm assurance. Where there has been ache, disappointment, or unanswered longing, for reassurance and quiet strength. Cover their soul, divine presence. Protect the deeper places that words cannot reach. Seal what has been wounded. Restore what has been depleted. Let no lingering heaviness follow them into this sacred work. Surround their body, their home, their sleep, and their breath with safety and light. We declare that this moment is protected. No distraction, no spiritual interference, no emotional noise may interrupt what is unfolding now. Only truth is welcome. Only what aligns with divine timing may remain. Let every barrier dissolve gently, without force, without fear. This prayer marks a threshold. The elect are standing at the edge of transition, and we ask that they be held with tenderness as they cross. Replace anxiety with trust. Replace uncertainty with inner stability. Let them feel supported, even when answers are not yet visible. Invite peace now. Invite stillness. Invite divine order to arrange what feels scattered. Let the elect feel anchored, grounded, and safe enough to receive the signs that are about to be revealed. May their spirits soften without becoming vulnerable to harm. May their awareness open without overwhelm. We honor this moment as sacred. We honor the readiness of the soul. Let protection remain from beginning to end and beyond this prayer. What is initiated here will be carried forward in grace, wisdom, and gentle unfolding. And so it is sealed in calm assurance, alignment, and divine care. Elect, one of the first signs that your soul is ready for a new phase is this quiet but unsettling realization. The things that once excited you no longer reach you. What used to motivate you now feels distant. What once brought pleasure now feels empty. And this shift may have confused you, even worried you, because you wondered if something was wrong with you. Hear this clearly, elect. Nothing is wrong with you. This dissatisfaction is not loss. It is evolution. Your soul has grown beyond certain appetites, and it can no longer pretend to be nourished by what no longer aligns. Old desires fall away not because they were bad, but because they have completed their purpose. You are not ungrateful. You are not broken. You are becoming. You may notice that conversations feel shallow, routines feel repetitive, and goals you once chased no longer carry meaning. This can feel like emptiness, but it is not void. It is space. Sacred space. Space being prepared for something deeper, truer, and more aligned with who you are now. Do not rush to fill this space out of fear. Do not judge yourself for no longer wanting what others still crave. The soul withdraws its energy before it redirects it. This is wisdom, not confusion. Elect, this phase can feel lonely, because growth often separates you from familiar comforts before it introduces new fulfillment. But understand this, when desire fades, clarity begins. Your inner compass is recalibrating. What no longer satisfies you is quietly making room for what will. Honor this sign with patience. Resist the urge to return to old patterns simply because they are familiar. Familiar does not mean aligned. Comfort does not always mean truth. You are not losing joy. You are refining it. You are not abandoning life. You are preparing for a fuller expression of it. What feels like disinterest is actually discernment awakening within you. Let this detachment happen gently. Allow it without resistance. Trust that what is meant to satisfy your next chapter has not yet fully revealed itself. And that is why the old no longer fits. Elect, when old desires fall silent, it is because your soul is learning a new language. Listen closely. This quiet is not emptiness. It is the sound of preparation. Elect, another clear sign that your soul is preparing for a new phase, is the sudden movement of emotions you thought were long settled. Feelings rise without warning. Tears come without a clear story. Memories surface unexpectedly, and your heart feels tender in ways you cannot always explain. This can feel overwhelming, and you may wonder why old weight is returning. Understand this, elect. Nothing is returning to harm you. What is surfacing is leaving. Your soul does not release in logical order. It releases in safe moments. When you are strong enough, aware enough, and supported enough to let go, the emotions finally come forward. This is not weakness. This is cleansing. This is the inner chambers being emptied of what cannot follow you into what comes next. You may feel emotionally tired, sensitive, or easily moved. Do not judge this softness. Hardened hearts cannot transform. Tenderness is evidence that your soul trusts the process enough to open. Some releases will not make sense. You may cry without knowing why, or feel grief without a current cause. These are stored impressions dissolving, energetic residue from moments you survived but never fully processed. They are exiting now because your soul refuses to carry unnecessary weight forward. Elect, do not suppress these waves. Let them pass gently. There is no need to relive the pain, only to allow the release. Breathe through it. Rest when needed. Speak kindly to yourself in these moments. Shame has no place here. Emotional purging is not instability. It is recalibration. The soul clears before it expands. It empties before it fills. If you feel raw, know that you are also becoming lighter. If you feel exposed, know that you are also becoming more authentic. Nothing essential is being taken from you. Only what was heavy, outdated, or unresolved is being set free. This phase requires compassion, not control. You are not losing balance. You were shedding layers that once protected you, but are no longer needed. Elect, trust this release. Your soul is making itself ready for peace that does not require endurance, joy that does not demand sacrifice, and clarity that no longer comes through pain. Let it flow. You are safe, and you are being prepared with care. Elect, a powerful and often painful sign that your soul is entering a new phase, is the quiet separation from certain people. Not always through conflict, not always through betrayal. Sometimes it happens softly, without clear explanations. Conversations fade. Connections weaken. The bond that once felt natural now feels forced or distant, and this can leave you questioning yourself. Hear this with gentleness. Not every separation is a failure. As you grow, your frequency changes. Your values deepen. Your boundaries become clearer. And some relationships cannot travel where you are going, not because they are wrong, but because they belong to a previous season of your life. This is not rejection. This is alignment. You may feel guilt for pulling away. You may try to hold on out of loyalty, history, or fear of being misunderstood. But the soul knows when staying requires shrinking. And you were never meant to become smaller to keep a connection alive. Elect, divine pruning is rarely comfortable, yet it is necessary. What drains your energy, confuses your spirit, or keeps you anchored to old versions of yourself cannot accompany you forward. Separation makes room for clarity. It creates space for relationships that meet you where you are becoming, not where you have been. Do not harden your heart in this process. Release without bitterness. Bless without attachment. Forgiveness is not approval. It is freedom. You are not asked to carry resentment into your next chapter. Some people were meant to walk with you for a time, not a lifetime. Their role was real, and their impact mattered. But seasons change, and so do the paths souls take. Elect, if you feel alone in this transition, remember that solitude is not abandonment. It is often the pause before divine connection realigns. New support arrives when space is made. Trust this sign, even when it aches. You are not being isolated. You are being refined. What leaves now creates the conditions for what can stay later. Let go with grace. You are not losing people. You are gaining alignment, peace, and the freedom to grow without restraint. Elect, as your soul approaches a new phase, your inner awareness begins to sharpen. You may notice that you sense things before they happen, or feel an immediate knowing without needing proof. Situations that once felt confusing now trigger a clear inner response. This is not imagination. This is intuition awakening. You may feel uncomfortable in places that once felt acceptable. Words may sound hollow where they once sounded convincing. Your body responds before your mind explains. This heightened sensitivity is not meant to frighten you. It is meant to guide you. Your soul has learned through experience, reflection, and survival. Now it speaks more clearly. The quiet voice within you is becoming harder to ignore, and it asks you to trust it. This inner knowing does not shout. It whispers, nudges, and gently redirects. Elect, do not dismiss this awareness because others do not feel it. Discernment often separates before it protects. You are being given the ability to recognize what aligns with your truth and what does not, without needing external validation. At times, this clarity may feel heavy. Seeing truth can make illusion uncomfortable. But this awareness is not a burden. It is a shield. It keeps you from paths that drain you, choices that delay you, and connections that confuse you. You are not becoming suspicious. You are becoming discerning. There is a difference. Discernment comes with peace, not fear. If a feeling consistently guides you toward calm, clarity, and self-respect, honor it. Elect, intuition strengthens when it is trusted. The more you listen, the clearer it becomes. You are learning to move with inner alignment rather than external pressure. This inner knowing is a form of divine communication. It is guidance woven into your awareness. It will not rush you, shame you, or overwhelm you. It will simply invite you toward what is true. Allow this sign to deepen. Let intuition become a companion rather than a question. You are not losing logic. You are integrating wisdom. Elect, when your inner voice becomes clear, it is because your soul is ready to lead rather than follow. Trust it. It knows the way forward, even when the path has not yet fully formed. Elect, one of the most profound signs that your soul is ready for a new phase is the growing need for solitude. You may find yourself withdrawing from crowds, turning down invitations, or feeling restless among familiar faces. The energy of others no longer nourishes you as it once did. This is not rejection of love or life. It is the soul's gentle call for inner alignment. Solitude is sacred, elect. It is the chamber where your spirit recalibrates, where clarity replaces noise, and where the deeper voice of your soul can finally be heard. In these moments alone, you are not lonely, you are preparing. The stillness allows your mind to settle, your heart to release, and your spirit to expand. Do not fear this withdrawal. Society may tell you that constant connection is necessary for fulfillment, but your soul knows differently. Too much external stimulation dilutes your energy, blurs your focus, and delays the transformation that is quietly unfolding within you. The pull toward solitude is a protective invitation, a sign that your inner guidance needs space to breathe. Elect, this period may feel uncomfortable at first. The silence can seem loud. The absence of external affirmation may feel unsettling. But understand, your soul is not abandoning you. It is creating a sacred space where your essence can emerge more fully. In solitude, your intuition sharpens, your emotions settle, and your higher purpose becomes clearer. Honor your need for withdrawal without guilt. Rest is not laziness. Reflection is not isolation. Presence is not measured by social activity. What matters now is your connection to yourself, your willingness to listen, and your courage to let go of distractions that no longer serve you. During this sacred retreat, pay attention to the subtle signs, the whispers, and the feelings that rise without explanation. Journaling, meditation, or quiet walks can become allies in this period of preparation. These moments are building your resilience, deepening your wisdom, and aligning you with the next stage of your journey. Elect, remember that solitude is temporary and purposeful. It is the womb of transformation. As you honor this desire to withdraw, you are not separating from the world permanently. You are simply aligning your energy with what is about to arrive. Trust this process. Embrace the stillness. Allow your soul to prepare in its own divine timing. And know that every quiet moment is a step toward becoming the fullest version of yourself. Elect, as your soul prepares for a new phase, you may begin to feel it before you see it. A quiet, undeniable sense stirs within you, a knowing that something is coming. It is not always clear what will arrive, nor when, yet the anticipation lingers like a gentle hum beneath the surface of your awareness. This is not fear, it is spiritual attunement. You may notice that ordinary days feel charged with meaning. Small coincidences catch your attention. Opportunities appear in subtle ways. Conversations, experiences, and encounters seem laden with unseen significance. Your heart beats differently, as if sensing a rhythm that the mind cannot yet grasp. Elect, do not dismiss this feeling as wishful thinking. The soul is communicating with you through intuition, timing, and energy. When you sense that something is coming, it is the quiet voice of preparation. The universe is aligning circumstances, relationships, and events in ways that you cannot yet fully understand. This awareness can bring impatience or restlessness. You may long to see what is coming, to know the outcome, or to feel certainty. But divine timing is not measured by urgency. What is approaching will arrive when the preparation is complete, when you are ready to receive, and when the conditions align perfectly. Elect, trust in this waiting. Do not try to force the unknown into visibility. Allow yourself to live fully in the present while holding the quiet anticipation in your heart. This something is not random. It is your soul's next chapter quietly gestating. Notice how your senses heighten. Notice the inner nudges guiding your steps. Notice the subtle synchronicities that feel too precise to ignore. These are the breadcrumbs leading you toward what is meant to enter your life. Even in uncertainty, feel the peace that comes from knowing you are on the edge of something greater. This is the sacred space where hope, preparation, and divine orchestration meet. Elect, do not fear the unknown. Instead, honor it. Celebrate it. Prepare your heart, your mind, and your spirit. The deep sense that something is coming is a signal of readiness, a confirmation that your soul is poised to step into a new phase. Lean into it with trust, patience, and expectancy. Let this anticipation awaken your courage, deepen your faith, and anchor you in the certainty that your next chapter is already making its way to you. Elect, now is the moment to consciously open your heart and mind to what is unfolding. You have witnessed the signs, felt the stirrings within, and sensed the shifts preparing your soul for a new phase. It is time to align with this movement, not passively, but with deliberate intention. Say yes to your growth. Accept the truth that you are ready, even if the path is not yet fully visible. Trust that every experience, every release, every shift has led you to this threshold. Alignment begins when you stop resisting the call and begin consciously receiving it. Elect, let go of the need to control outcomes. Release the desire to force timing or to arrange life according to old patterns. What is coming requires your surrender, your willingness to step into trust, and your faith that divine orchestration is at work. Invite your higher self to lead. Breathe into your readiness, and let your awareness expand to include both the seen and unseen. Your soul knows the way. Your inner guidance has always known. Consciously accept that you are stepping into what is meant for you, even if the full picture has not yet emerged. This is not a passive surrender. It is an active choice. It is the declaration that you are prepared to move beyond fear, limitation, and old attachments. It is the agreement that you will meet change with courage, grace, and openness. Elect, breathe deeply now. Feel your body, your heart, and your soul harmonize with this readiness. Every cell, every thought, every breath affirms, I am ready. I am aligned. I'm willing to receive the new phase prepared for me. Consciously accept it, and let your soul step forward into the transformation awaiting you. Elect, now we enter the sacred space of transformation. Divine source, higher wisdom, and guardian of souls, I call upon your presence to activate the new phase awaiting each elect listening. Surround them with light that shields, guides, and uplifts. Let every word spoken here resonate deep within their being, touching the core of their spirit, awakening clarity, courage, and divine alignment. Elect, breathe deeply and receive this activation. Feel your heart open as the layers of doubt, fear, and limitation gently fall away. Your soul is being prepared for expansion. Every release you have experienced, the detachment from old desires, the emotional purging, the separation from what no longer serves you, is now being sealed with purpose. Your energy is being recalibrated to match the frequency of your next chapter. I call forth the strength to embrace change without hesitation. I call forth peace to accompany every step of your transformation. I call forth discernment so that you may walk confidently, in alignment with your highest self. Elect, your intuition is being sharpened. Your inner knowing is being activated. Your awareness is being expanded to recognize the divine signs that surround you. Elect, receive this prayer as a sacred activation. Let courage fill the spaces where fear once lived. Let clarity illuminate the paths previously unseen. Let your soul, body, and spirit move as one, harmonized with the unfolding of your destiny. Divine Source, continue to guide and protect the elect as they step forward. Let them feel the assurance of readiness and the security of divine timing. Seal this activation with unwavering love, peace, and protection, knowing that what has begun here will continue to grow within them, manifesting in alignment with their highest good. And so it is, elect, you are activated. You are ready. You are aligned. Elect, as night falls and your body seeks rest, know that your soul continues to receive and integrate every word, every blessing, and every activation from this prayer. Divine Source, surround the elect with a protective light as they sleep. Let dreams carry guidance, clarity, and healing. Release all worry, fear, and tension. Every cell, every thought, every breath is held in safety and love. Elect, surrender into this rest fully, Let the night replenish your spirit, preparing you for the new phase ahead. Peace surrounds you. You are safe. You are ready. You are held! Elect, hear this truth. You have been seen, guided, and prepared for the next chapter of your life. Every sign, every release, every awakening has brought you here with purpose. Divine Source, continue to walk with the elect, guarding their path, illuminating their steps, and strengthening their spirit. May courage, clarity, and peace remain with them always. Elect, move forward with trust in your soul, knowing that what is coming is perfectly aligned with your highest good. You are protected, you are empowered, and you are fully ready. Step boldly. Step in light. Step into destiny.